Yeah, I thought we'll get started. I thought that one of the keys for tonight was obviously offensively we were really good, and tonight if you go back and you replay a good portion of our hits, they were in the middle part of the field, and so our approach tonight was incredible. It's something you talk about, want, push for, but until you get in that box and have to face the kind of pitching like Nick Lee is, that guy's been an unbelievable pitcher at this university and this conference for a long time, and for us to go in there and have that kind of at-bats was critical for us tonight, crucial. I thought we ran the bases well for the most part, and then it goes back to our defense and Zach Lee. I thought Zach was incredibly efficient. I told him a little while ago, one of the things people still got to remember, he's an outfielder training to be a pitcher. And every day that he goes out there is a great day for him because it's a learning experience. And one thing about him, he's incredibly athletic. And one of these days he's going to be really good at this. And tonight he was really good, and he gave us a chance. Even, after we put up 7, he walks the first 2 guys, still gives up a 0. At that point in time, you could kind of hear our dugout exhale a little bit, quite frankly, too. I thought our defense behind him was exceptional. Luke made a great play tonight in the hole. That was big for us. And Newman had a great pick on that ball. And so overall, I thought our approach offensively was the difference in the game tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Question for you, Zach. Just really kind of talk about your approach coming into the game tonight. How were you feeling?
I mean, coming out every game, I just try to treat it the same way. Don't get too high, don't get too low. I just try to go in there, trust my stuff, attack the hitters, and just give our team the best chance to win. And that's what I did tonight, and came out with the win. It's a good win.
Obviously this time of year, especially, coming out of the losers bracket, important to save the bullpen. How did you feel about being able to knock out those innings tonight?
I mean, I felt great. I mean, if starter can go later in the game, it's always good for the team and save some arms out of the pen. So I thought that we did that tonight, and like I said, it was a great team win for us.
Once you got later in the game, obviously tight early on, but team's able to put some runs on the board for you. How was your confidence there in the later innings?
I mean, it's great. I mean, this offense is always going to put up runs for us, and they do a great job of doing that. So whenever I can have a comfortable lead and go out there, I can just relax on the mound, just throw strikes and get outs.
Luke, for you, I mean, offensively, the team seemed to have a really good approach, able to knock guys out, get into the pen. What was the team mindset there from from a batting perspective?
Yeah, like Coach said, we were just trying to be aggressive in the middle of the field, and outcompete the guy on the mound, and it went our way tonight.
Cedric, Tim.
Yeah, one question for Zach. Zach, this is 13 innings now. You pitched against Louisiana. You've only given up 2 runs. What is it about pitching against this team that you've been effective this year?
I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with the team. I think I come out and try to treat every start just like any other team. I mean, I don't really care who's stepping into the box. Just trust my stuff, trust my coaching, and throw strikes and get outs, win games.
I'll be sure to tell Coach Massinger you said that. Trust the coaching.
And then a question for Luke. What that inning where you guys scored 7 runs in the 5th, what was going right in that inning? What kind of helped spark the 7 runs there?
I think everyone was just bought in on the approach and locked in every pitch, trying to take the ball back up the middle. Everyone was just competing and locked in.
Luke, what did you guys do approach-wise to get to Lee?
To get to Lee, we were just being aggressive in the middle of the field, trusting our hands and letting the ball travel.
And for both of you guys, how have you guys just kind of handled the craziness of this tournament with all the uncertainty and the delays and the waiting? And
A lot of text messages.
what have you been doing to kill time?
A lot of text messages. A lot of Fortnite. Yeah, a lot of Fortnite.
I mean, I just try not to worry about that too much. I mean, we obviously know we're going to have to play a game regardless. I mean, if that means sitting around for extra 2 or 3 hours waiting on games to finish, rain to stop, I mean, we just got to keep our minds right and be ready to play.
It's tournament season. These guys have been doing this their whole life. Since Little League, you line up and, hey, it's delayed, it's, whichever it is, and they occupy their time. They're baseball players. They got a lot of downtime.
As exciting as it is to knock off Louisiana on their home turf, you have to beat Troy now twice. What's it going to take to get the job done tomorrow?
A lot of the same. Troy's a good baseball team. We're going to have to bring out the same energy and focus that we brought tonight, and we know that.
And Coach, final question for you. Just talk about team's attitude coming into tonight, just and how they were able to face that adversity, especially handling a crowd tonight in their environment.
Look, I've said this before on this morning on a radio show that this is one of the best college. This is a great college environment for baseball. You have two choices when you come in to play in this environment. If you start having success, it can be energetic for you because it's fun. I mean, the music, the crowd, the fans, they're great fans, and it's a great place, and it can create energy for your own players. And so I thought they did a tremendous job of playing into the energy of the tournament itself, but also to the crowd. I mean, I think our guys were incredibly excited tonight.
Last thing, two things actually.
Yep.
The play at the plate, how important was it that held up under review, and then to get the run on the wild pitch,
Yes.
and not leave anything to chance? How big was that?
No, he was. It's an obvious. I mean, you asked the question because it was huge for us. There's no question, and it was a great hustle play, and then to get in there with his hand, and then also when things like that, when you get a chance against a team like this, an organization like this, you don't want to give them hope. And so when we got to the run in the seventh and Bradford went out there, first ball, I got a little concerned because it got hit right back at him hard. And a lot of times for pitchers, it'll, kind of jar him a little bit. But he did a tremendous job of settling back down, get the strikeout and a pop out. But you don't want to give teams like this hope because they'll fight you and they'll battle you to the bitter end just like we will. And so when we scored that run, it gave us a chance to get out of there with, not having to use up much more pitching.